Yeah. Yeah.
Good day to you.
How's trade?
Around here? The ones who've got it worst are them at the Neuhoff stud farm. Getting things up and running again without old Smill will be a job and a half. His widow Zora's a fine woman, tough as they come. But, well, she's a woman still.
How's trade?
Nothing. Farewell.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
A tankard here!
I'm looking for a fellow called Riki. Do you know him?
Riki? You mean Hinnick, the courier's son?
Maybe. Do you know where I might find him?
He's not usually around here. Try asking at his home, but I hope you got a thick skin. The old courier ain't exactly charming.
So you know this Hinnick. Can you tell me something about him?
Not much, I confess. Most of the village folk avoid him like the plague.
Why's that?
No one with a nose likes spending too much time around tanners. And that Riki keeps bad company. I've never heard a good word said about him.
What can you tell me about the old courier?
He's as cantankerous as a hog in a thorn bush. He won't talk to anyone.
What can you tell me about the old...
He's as...
Why do they call Hinnick Riki anyway?
He's a tanner, isn't he? If you're ever downwind of him, you'll understand. Tanning isn't a trade for the weak of stomach.
True enough. But not every courier gets cursed with a name like that.
Well, Hinnick's nature's no sweeter than his smell.
Why has he got such a bad name?
Well, like his old man, he doesn't talk much to anyone. And then he's always skulking off somewhere. I heard he got a taste of the pillory in Rattay for thieving, and in Neuhof he got boozed up in the alehouse with his cronies, and they beat up some merchants.
So a bit more than high spirits.
Just so. We're all honest folk here, and we've no use for the likes of him.
Don't tell me there's not a single person who talks to him.
He's been seen around with one of the bathhouse wenches. Adela, I believe she's called.
Ale! Good day to you. Farewell.
Jesus Christ, your clothes! Were you assaulted? Damn bandits. May they...
What can you tell me about...
What can I tell you? No, he's none too popular. No one cares to talk to him.
Why not?
Well, I'm not one to gossip, but I heard he keeps bad company.
What's the tanner like? Hinnick's father.
The less I see of him, the better. He's not exactly sparkling company.
Why do they call him Riki anyway?
Why do you think? Because he's a tanner.
So why don't people...
The old tanner's not an easy man. But a son should never let his father down. Enoch does nothing to help. He's always far too busy with his own affairs, though I wouldn't like to say what those are.
And there's no one at all?
That harlot Adela hangs around with him.
Harlot?
She works as a bathhouse wench. Good luck, then.
Good day to you.
What's happening around here?
Ah, you know how it is. Always, especially at the mill. Not a week goes by without some ruckus there. But whenever they're planning some mischief, they're always huddled there in the corner. At you. And there's more. Like that sake has started an archery contest here. If you want to try your luck at winning a few groschen, you should. And by the way, now I think of it, I've not seen Cunhutta here for some... The local herb woman. She always comes here once a week for a tankard of ale. But she ain't turned up recently. Good luck to you.
Good God. What happened? Take care.
Is there something you need?
Good morning.
I heard you've been seeing Hinek, the tanner's son.
So what? Come to preach at me, have you? That I'm a loose woman, a sinner, that I seduced...
Hey!
God, no, nothing like that. It's just that you're the only one in the village who sees Hinek, so I came to ask you about him.
Aye, I've seen him often enough. I don't know what I could tell you about him.
Where can I find Hinek?
I haven't seen him in the village for a few days. He must have run off to the woods again.
Does he do that often?
From time to time.
What the hell does he get up to there?
I don't know.
Who's there?
He goes to the woods from time to time. That smells fishy to me.
What do you mean? There's no law against it, is there?
With all the footpads, looters, cumans, and God knows what other vermin around, it's not the sort of thing an honest man would do.
But Hinek doesn't have anything to do with those people.
Oh, really? Then what does he do there? I don't imagine he's gathering mushrooms.
I really don't know what you want from me. So Hinek is a bit odd and sometimes he goes off into the woods. So what?
When did you last see him?
A few days ago. He came to me late in the evening, drunk.
And that was unusual?
I never saw him drink much. He always came to me sober.
So he was acting strangely that evening?
He was strange. I had the feeling he was afraid of something. He kept prattling on and didn't seem to care about you know what. So I threw him out and I haven't seen him since.
Can you remember anything he said that evening?
Oh, I'm not sure. He went on about some fellow called Lubosh who died. That he was regretting he ever got into it, but he never said what it was. And that it wasn't worth it for the money. Aye, and then he was talking about the money. That was very odd.
What did he say about the money?
Just that he had a pile of it hidden behind his house.
I see. What did you say to that?
What could I say? He was drunk. He kept saying I was a fine girl and other harlots wouldn't go with him even for money. And if I wanted, I could even take half the money and leave, or he'd go with me and we could get married and such. Oh, just poppycock.
Did you go there for a look?
No, I've got better things to do. Obviously he made it up. Where would a layabout like him get so much coin?
Yes, I understand. Did he tell you exactly where he hid it?
He said he buried it at his father's small holding, in the western corner.
All right, thank you. Is it true?
What?
Other whores wouldn't go with him even for money?
The other bathhouse girls are honest, so I don't know. The truth is, I felt a bit sorry for him. Folk don't like him, but it's only 'cause his old man is a grouch and a tanner.
I heard they don't like him because he keeps company with villains.
True enough, but they didn't like him before that either. Or me. They're close-minded yokels. Both of us are the black sheep of the village.
There's nothing more between you?
No, nothing. Maybe Hinnick thinks differently, but that's how it goes. Good luck then.
What? Show yourself.
Good health to you.
I noticed the
I notice you're asking questions.
No, I'm Henry.
From Skalitz. I'm Vatsek, from here. Why are you...
It's just that I sometimes...
Try your hand, do you? I know plenty who do. When you can score as high as me at chumps, then I'm...
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
Never played chumps? And you call yourself an archer? Chumps is a game for real archers. It tests your strength, stamina, and accuracy.
So what exactly...
I'll tell you. A bunch of logs are floated down the river. Then you count to 20, and the archers run along the bank. At the end of the course, someone collects all the logs and counts the strikes. Whoever has the most... Each archer has 20 arrows with their own coloured fletching, and the contest ends when the last log...
Sounds like good fun.
Fun? My friend, it will bring you out in a proper sweat, and you'll be well pleased to hit just 1 or 2 blocks. So how about it then? Fancy a bout?
Absolutely.
Come on then. Ah, 1 more chump. Now you have to bet at least 10 groschen, 50 at most. There'll be 3 archers competing at the time. The winner gets triple his wager, and the second gets his coin back. So how much will you bet?
Oh, I don't want to lose the shirt off my back.
That's the betting over with. Now here are you. Take care now. And now! I'll see you at the finish.
Damn, missed.
I've got this. Easy. Another on target.
Ha! Let's see you beat that.
Hit. You've no chance against me, amateurs. Damn, missed. Almost had it.
Another on target.
Almost had it. You've no chance against me, amateurs. I've got this.
Ah, well, I won't miss the next one. Another on target.
I've got this.
Bloody hell, the wind took it.
Oh, well, I won't miss the next one.
Got it!
I won't miss the next one. You've no chance against me, amateurs. Almost had it. Ha! Let's see you beat that.
Jesus Christ be... Good luck to you.
Bloody
Got
hell,
this.
the wind
Easy.
took it.
Time's up, folks. One last arrow, and that's it.
Bloody hell, the wind took it.
So, how did it...
You came last, lad. But chin up. As soon as you make some money, you can stop by. God be with you. Huh.
Ah! Yeah.
Are you blind or something? Still walking here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
As you wish.
What's that?
God be with you.
I'm looking for your son.
I don't know.
Don't you at least know where he usually goes?
He next shows up at home once in a blue moon. so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick and Harry?
Watch your tongue, peasant. I'm an envoy of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and this is an official investigation. Stop trying to put me off, and tell me where your son is right now.
I apologize if I offended you, young man. But still, I don't know where Hynek is. He turned up at the house a while back, but then he vanished again in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went? What?
Look, it's been clear to me for a long time that my boy was headed for the gallows. But I'm still his father, right? And you can't expect me to rat on my own.
If you value your son's life at all, you better pray I find him, because I'm not the only one looking for him.
That's no surprise. But what of it? If you're here on behalf of Sir Radzig, there's nothing waiting for Hynek but the gibbet.
It doesn't have to be that way. If Hynek cooperates, he can save his neck.
I can't say you put my mind at ease. But to hell with it. I'll tell you what I know. All right. He was here a few days ago, but he left...
And you don't know where he went?
I've got an idea, but I don't know...
I don't follow.
Hynek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods, but he never told me where it is.
Well, it's not much to go on, but it's better than nothing. Thank you. I'd like to talk...
I'm very busy, so...
Do you at least know any friends he's with?
As far as I know, nobody here in the village talks to him.
I heard he's seeing some bath...
Maybe. He can't get it for free, so I suppose he has to go to the baths.
Don't you have any clue at all where his hideout could be?
I really don't know nothing about that. I could tell...
How's that?
Because every time he brought some hides for tanning and money.
He had money because he sold the stuff right away?
I suppose. He never kept any of his loot here.
Do you know who he sold it to?
No. But the innkeeper came here now and again and gave him coin. Of course, it could have...
All right. I'll ask at the inn then. What more do you know?
Nothing. I swear to God Almighty, I've said...
Bloody hell. Start using your head or I'll never find... How much time did he spend away? What was he wearing? How did he look when he came back? Anything?
Well, he came and went at all sorts of hours. I really don't know. Except maybe one thing. He'd come home scratched with brambles and with leaves and muck on him.
So he probably went through thick woods to get to that place.
I reckon. What do I know? Go. And if he's really in as much shit as you say, please try and find him. Can I do anything to help? Go. And if he's really in as much shit as you say,
Good day. Goodbye.
God be with you.
Is something trouble?
I wouldn't say it's troubling me exactly, my boy, but I've heard talk about the Susso blacksmith and I'm losing sleep over.
What talk might that be?
They say they've heard him chanting when he tempers steel, and that nothing of his ever breaks.
Using spells to strengthen steel?
That's what they say. They say he was always muttering something, and if anyone catches him at it, he stops at once and gives them dirty looks.
Maybe he's just praying.
Well, he's getting help of some sort, whether it's...
Well, if it's troubling you, go and have a look for yourself.
Easy for you to say. I have too much work to do. And anyway, I can't just turn up asking questions.
And
Simple enough. Go there and find out if there's any grain of truth in it.
I suppose asking costs.
Just don't ask him outright about any sort.
Don't worry, I'm not that.
Good, good. And don't worry. You won't be the poorer for it. Once you find out what's what, I'll find a way to...
All right.
Good. But be subtle about it.
Good luck to you. Let's talk about the...
Naturally.
Since it's you...
That's not enough.
Very well.
Is someone there?
Yeah.
Well, now.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I want to ask about...
But ask someone else. They've not to... You'd only drive my customers away.
Really? I heard a different story. I heard...
Who are you, anyway?
A friend of Hinek's. He's gone missing and I need to...
I don't know where he is. But if you find the bastard, tell him he's...
I don't give a damn what deals you've been doing together. I won't tell anyone. I just need to know where Riki is. It's urgent.
What have our deals got to do with where he disappeared to?
More than you think. It's likely Riki is hiding out at his poaching lair. And believe me, it wasn't hard to find out who was buying game from him, and it's even easier to go to the castle and tell them. Poaching's a crime, after all.
All right, all right. But give me your word of honor you won't tell anyone about our deal.
You have my word.
Fine. So, what do you want to know?
I hear Hinek has a hideout in the woods he uses for hunting game. Do you know where it is?
Not exactly. That is... I don't know where it is at all.
But
But I happen to know it's a dark place, a cave or an old mine shaft.
how do you know that?
Whenever Riki was going poaching, he always came to me first for candles and lamp oil. He brought the game skinned and gutted, so we had to have a light for that.
How much game did he bring you?
Not much, a few pieces. There's no great demand here. Sometimes the gentry hears something, otherwise it ends up in sausages.
And do you know of any mine shafts nearby?
There's a few of them around. There's one on the opposite bank, a short way off the path leading from the forge to the west. Then there's a mine gallery to the east of the village, up in the woods above the cliffs. And I heard there's one shaft on the headland close to the water.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Watch you don't break your neck, though. It's rough ground, and you could easily fall down a shaft. May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Jesus, not as shallow as it looks.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I'll be with you.
Yeah. 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 Ah!
Jesus Christ, what am I to do? Not that I can expect any useful advice from you. At least, you have no more cares.
Need someone to talk to?
Fuck! Don't kill me. I can explain. I won't tell anyone. I swear, I've no one to tell anyway. Just please don't kill me.
I'm not planning to kill you.
You're not one of Runt's men?
No.
Huh. Then who are you?
I come here in the name of Sir Radzig Kabila and Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the raid on the Neuhoff stud farm.
I've got no idea what you're on about.
Save your breath. If you want any chance to escape the gallows, you better come clean, all right?
Jesus Christ. This will never be over.
So?
Fine then.
That Neuhoff raid of yours didn't turn out quite as planned, did it?
Depends on whose plan you're talking about. We were up to it to grab some loot and bugger off. Only Runt's cutthroats was there to shed blood.
What do you mean, Runt's cutthroats?
There were two gangs there, mine and Runt's. We was only there to steal, but they wanted to slaughter everyone.
But when you realised what they had in mind, you didn't have to go along with it, did you?
But we didn't know nothing, even though we were going to Neuhof. They told us to keep watch on the courtyard while they were cutting the horses' throats. Jesus, that fucking vexed me. Their horses was the most valuable thing there. When I spoke up, though, Runt gave me such a bollocking I knew I'd better keep my mouth shut. And when they said we was going to kill anything that moved, then we knew there was no going back.
That gang of yours, what can you tell me about them?
Don't know what you want to know. There was 4 of us. Me, Timmy, Limpy Lubosh, and Pius Pava. Sometimes we'd rob a place or hold up pilgrims. Never nothing fancy.
I'm sure you did mischief enough. Who led you?
Pius. He was the oldest, and he'd mostly find the jobs for us, plan them and the like. He got us into that fucking mess in Neuhof, too.
What about the others?
Timmy's strong as an ox, with a brain to match. You got more sense out of a fence post. And Limpy, I've been with him the longest. He's my one and only friend, I suppose.
Who got your 2 gangs together? You must have made contact somehow, right?
Pius. He comes to us and says he's got this prime job. We're going to rob a farm, he says. That was a big deal, because mostly we just did small stuff. Hold up on the road now and then. Nothing fancy. When they told us how much we could make on it, well, we just couldn't refuse.
So Pius knew them?
I suppose, but I don't know where from. We even got paid up front. I should have known from the start it was too good to be true.
Where did the rest of your gang end up?
You saw Limpy, right?
Yes, but he's no use to me now. Tell me where I can find Pius or Timmy.
I don't know nothing about Pius. He vanished in the woods, and I haven't seen him since. Timmy, I reckon, went back to the mill where he works.
Which mill?
The windmill a bit north of Neuhof.
Did you know any of Runt's people?
Not a one. They didn't talk to us at all. None of their faces was familiar either. The only thing I know is they called that huge chief of theirs Runt, and Pius warned us to watch out for him.
I don't suppose you know where they got to after the raid?
On the way to Neuhof, Timmy told me he was at their camp with Pius. I reckon that's where they've gone now.
Did Timmy tell you where the camp is?
Somewhere in the woods. He didn't say nothing more. Thing is, Timmy's got quite an imagination. But Pius roared at him to shut it, so I reckon there must be something in it.
Tell me exactly how the raid went down.
Well, we stormed in from the rear. Runt's people started slaughtering the horses. Jesus, that was bleeding horrible. Meanwhile, me and Limpy had a sniff round the stables to see if we could find anything worth pilfering. And in the end, we got lucky.
What did you find?
Smill, Sir Hanish's groom. I don't know why he was up and what he was doing in the stables, but we took advantage of the situation. Limpy grabs him by the throat, and I slapped him round to encourage him to tell us where the money was. Then it all fell apart at the seams. Quicker than you'd believe. Runt comes running up and skewers the groom like a pig for roasting. My jaw dropped. I thought the stuff about killing was just tough talk.
And it wasn't?
No, not in the least.
What happened then?
I'm gaping at Smill, stuck through and through, and I noticed this boy standing at the other end of the stables. The stupid sods pointing at us, jaw hanging down to his knees, saying, "I know you." Runt turns to us and hisses, "Take him down." So me and Lubosh start running, because the lad took to his heels. At the same time, we could hear the noise of the skirmish in the courtyard. We caught up with the boy at the next farmhouse. I knock him to the ground, but he bashes me with some piece of iron so hard my head's ringing like a fucking church bell. Limpy grabs it off him and stands over him with his bodkin in his hand, and I start praying. In the end, Limpy just gives him a kick and says, "Beat it, Ginger." And then Runt shows up at the gate and hollers that we gotta go, so we scarp it.
What happened after the raid?
We were waiting for that fool, Timmy. Same place as we met them before, so we'd know where we were, right? Stupid fucking idea. But Pius didn't want to leave him behind. Only when Timmy finally turned up, 2 of Runt's men were dragging him.
There was some difference of opinion?
You could say that, yeah. They started on us right away that we were traitors. They knew we'd let somebody get away, and now we were going to pay for it. They started trying to surround us, and we knew what was coming. But Limpy took his bodkin and let that fucker have it in the belly.
Runt?
One of the others. Timmy broke free from them, and we all took to our heels. Luckily, they were so buggered from the raid, they didn't follow us for long. They just shouted that they'd find us.
That's all I need to know. So now what do I do with you?
Well?
Hey, over here! It's up the hill. Shh. Jake, found the cave. Shut up. He'll hear you.
Oh, shit. Runs, people. We've got to get out of here.
They're too close. We'll never outrun them.
Fuck!
At least they don't know I'm here. The 2 of us can take them by surprise.
No fucking way. I'm gone.
Look here. If you run, they'll catch up with you and kill you. And me too. Together, we stand a better chance.
Jesus Christ. All right. I suppose you're right.
Hey, what's going on there? Who's that? Well, I know. The pig turd. No curva. Well landed.
Fucker!
What's the matter? Lost your ball? I'll slaughter you. Ha! You. Yeah. Yeah. Take that. You made a mistake getting on the wrong side of me. Hit it. Well then, was it worth it? Hey, who's there? Who's there? You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
You'll get what's for.
Well then, was it worth it? I'll slaughter you. Gone weak at the knees, have you? Had enough? Stop hitting. What's the matter? Come on. I give up. You made a mistake getting on the wrong side of me. What's come crawling out from under some rock? You're dead!
Well, that's the end of you.
What's that? Hey, what are you doing here? Who are you? Tired of life, are you?
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Ah! Oh, Christ. Fucked off with you, chap.
You're dead!
Well now, look what's come crawling out from under some rock.
Is that all you got?
Well, that's the end of you.
What's that? Hey, you're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good day to you.
Do you know Timmy? He's a big...
A complete numbskull? Aye, he works here. Or he used to, I'm not sure. He vanished a few days ago. Far as I know, no one's seen... Farewell.
Good day to you.
Do you know...
A complete... May the Lord watch over you.
I'm looking for a colossus by the name...
I don't know anyone.
All the others know him, so how come you don't?
All right, but not here. We'll talk round the back, behind the mill.
Here I am.
What do you want from Timmy?
Can you tell me where to find...
Promise me nothing will happen.
Why do you care so much?
He's my brother. He's not very smart, you see. And now there's some right peculiar characters looking for...
Who are they?
I don't know. But they look like cutthroats. And they said some strange... But I didn't tell them any...
That's good. But sooner or later they'll find him anyway. Tell me where he is.
He's hiding at the Colburn farm, over by Merhoyed.
I get the feeling you're looking for someone here. I'm looking for someone too. Maybe we could help each other.
And who are you looking for?
A great big ox by the name of Timmy.
That's interesting. I'm also looking for a big ox called Timmy.
Well, what are the chances? Could it be the same fellow, I wonder? Now, if someone were to tell me where to find Timmy, I might offer that man a job. We could use a smart fellow like that at the camp.
You have an encampment somewhere?
Well, sure we do. And no shortage of coin if you're ready to earn it.
Where is it?
Ha! All in good time. First, prove we can trust you. Help us find Timmy.
All right, I'll tell you where he is.
Really? Why would you do that?
We're all Christians here, aren't we? Why not help thy neighbour? Especially if he pays 2 score groschen.
Ha! You wouldn't be my cousin by any chance. I'll give you 2 dozen, no more. Half now, and half when we find him.
Deal. I hear he's hiding in Ratai.
Oh, yeah? Where in Ratai?
He's at the butcher's. They're his kin.
Well, excuse me if I take that with a grain of salt. I'll just leave Radan here to keep an eye on you. For your own protection, you know. Come with us if you got the stomach for it. If not, come and find us in the Samapesh Tavern when it's all over. Or we'll find you. Come on, boys!
Don't fucking annoy me.
Money. I want your money. I'll slay you. Come here.
Ow. Blood will not spill. Yeah.
Here I am.
What do you want?
Can you
Promise.
What?
And now.
Who are they?
But I...
That's
He's hiding at the Colburn farm, over by Merhoyed.
I've got the feeling you'll look... I'm looking for some... A great big...
No.
Well, what... Now, if someone were to tell me where to find...
You have an encampment?
Well, sure.
Where is it?
Ha.
All right.
Really?
We're all Christians here, aren't we?
Ha! I'll give you 2...
Deal. I've no idea where he is. I reckon I'll have to...
Think you can get away with that? Take my coin and then say you know nothing?
I hear he's hiding.
Oh, yeah?
He's at the butcher's. They're his kin.
Well, excuse me if I take that with a grain of salt. I'll just leave Radan here to keep an eye on you. For your own protection, you know. Come with us if you got the stomach for it. If not, come and find us in the Samapesh Tavern when it's all over. Or we'll find you. Come on, boys.
Do you have to keep buzzing around like a shit fly? Stop.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Hey, Timmy. How are you today?
I'm all right.
We have now.
Huh? Oh, shit.
I saw what you did.
What are you talking about? You,
Don't waste your breath. You were there with Limpy Lubosh and Riki.
what do you want from me?
Your mate Hinnock told me about a whole camp full of those horse huns. And I want to find it.
Yeah, but you might be one of them. Pretending to not be one of them. Trying to catch me.
Do I look like someone who goes around hunting down half-wits for pleasure?
No. Oh, I don't know where their camp is.
That's a load of horse shit. Hinnock told me you were there, and that Pius warned you to keep your mouth shut. You must know something.
Well, once I was there with them, yeah. Only, I was pretty drunk.
Try to remember.
It was in the woods. In some kind of woods. You know, with trees and stuff. There were some wrecked houses there and all. In the woods. A church! There was a church there. Kind of a broken one, though.
Oh, great. Thanks a lot. Now it's all clear to me. Do you remember which way you went?
It was straight north from Talmberg. When you go uphill from the castle, there's a path there round some barns, I think. It leads to the woodcutters' camp. If you go further on past the woodcutters, you come across this abandoned house. Can't miss it. Looks like a house, only abandoned. Go to the left there and carry on till you come to this clearing with a big beech tree. Or was it an oak? You go left there again. There's this narrow path and you go straight along there. Sometimes it splits up. You just keep to the left until you come to a crossroads by this big flat rock. You keep straight on there. After a while, you'll see a bridge. And it's right there. Easy as you please.
Better than nothing, I suppose.
But you won't tell nobody about Neuhoff, right? You promised. Oh no, bugger. I meant to make you promise, but I forgot.
No, don't worry. But in future, find some other way to make money. Like honest work?
Thanks. I'll try. On account of my sister, at least.
That girl at the windmill?
Hi, Mirka. Did you talk to her?
She told me you're as thick as a fence post and always getting dragged in.
Did she?
What are you doing sleeping here? That's not your bed. Get out!
Yeah!
How dare you sleep in someone else's bed? Get lost!
Greetings. What do you need?
Sir, I've been to Ujits, and the parish priest there is very...
Godwin? Aye, an intriguing fellow. He was sent to the university to become a priest, as is custom. So when he finished studying, instead of taking up his I imagine he had a pretty adventurous life. And then one day he came back and settled down.
I have some news about...
Good.
I went to Ujit, where they told me I could find Lubosh, only someone had murdered him.
Indeed. The whole affair is becoming ever more suspicious.
I found out about another one of them, a crony of Limpy Lubosh's. They call him Riki, and he comes from Ledechko.
You're doing a good job, but you need to be careful.
I'm afraid my news isn't good, sir.
I might have
This Riki fellow was hiding out in the woods, and his former accomplices really did want to kill him, because he, Limpy Lubosh, and others did. It seems they wanted no part in the killing. Anyway, Riki told me they were hired by a bandit they call Runt. He's the one who stole you. Those murdering whoresons weren't after loot. They just wanted to do damage. And the worst thing is, they have an encampment in the area, and they're getting ready to make more
Sacra.
That's all I found out so far.
All right. Come back and report.
About that encampment, sir.
What is it, lad?
I found out about the camp from another of the bandits who deserted. He's called Timmy. Big fellow, but more brawn than brain. The camp is an abandoned village in the woods to the west of Talmberg.
Good work, lad. Have you been to check it out? Do you know how many of them there are?
I don't know much apart from where it is.
We really need to find out more. Could you go back there and try to discover anything that could help us in the assault? The more we know, the better. And if you could carry out some sabotage while you're in there, it would be invaluable. But don't take any unnecessary risks. I don't want to lose you.
Certainly, sir. That is... I'll do what I can.
That's what I like to hear. You'll be our eyes and ears, lad. Our success will depend on what you find out. Go, and get back here as soon as you can. Meanwhile...
I'll find out what I can and be...
May the Lord watch over you.
Wait, I need to talk to you. You're the young fellow who came here from Skalitz half dead.
Yes, that'll be...
Well, the lady of the castle was asking after you.
Ah, I'll go and see her then.
Very well.
Greetings. God save, my lord.
Peace?
Peace is rare indeed.
What's wrong?
The monastery stalled the purchase of stone and everything connected to the building project. And now I find...
What do they say is wrong with the stone?
Supposedly there was an accident when one of the stone blocks broke loose, fell, and killed someone. But the quarrymaster swears by all. He says he sends only the best stone, and I believe him. He's
Profiteering?
To lower the price. What else? We've already given them a fair price, and they still deliver.
Worse? You mean...
You could put it that way. They're looking for an excuse to back out of the contract and find another quarry where they'll be able to secure a more...
And is anyone dealing with the problem?
Well, my chamberlain is in charge of it, as always. But all he's done is send them a letter. He says putting more pressure on the monastery could provoke them. Those are his...
So there's nothing else that can...
I don't know. I've been thinking about taking a more direct approach. But I expect the chamberlain won't even hear of it.
I could help with it.
Do you think this is a job for you?
I do serve Sir Radzig. He knows he can rely on me when he needs me, and I've never...
This is true. So do you want to go to Sasau and ask...
Yes.
Good. I'd like you to ask about the stone and keep your ears open.
I'll do my best.
They will. You ride in my name. So don't forget. Take care now.
The Lord be praised. Goodbye.
What the?
I heard you wanted to...
It's true. I need...
How can I help?
My cousin, young Sophie, is going to be wed. It will be an entry into a new life, and I'm looking for a few things to give her as a gift.
My lady...
Normally I'd let the Chamberlain take care of it, but he doesn't have any taste. And I've been told no task is too challenging for you.
It will be my...
I need you to pick up an ornamental crown from Sasau for Sophie, wine from a merchant in Ratai, and a roan from the stable in Ujits.
Who am I supposed to pick up?
From Conrad Hagen in Ratai. He's the only person in the whole region who can supply a And believe me, Here you go. That should be enough.
And the ornamental...
I had the engravers in Sasau make it, but now they've written to say it will take a while longer. That just won't do. The wedding is almost upon us, and I need it. Go and see Master Jeronim Slesky and...
You said...
Precisely. It's a beautiful animal. Wait till you see it. Dietrich said he'd ride it here himself, but I can already imagine how he'll end up killing himself. But you... So...
Wine, a roan, and a crown.
Thank you, Henry. I just wish there were others here.
Take care.
My apologies.
I need you to...
What?
Thank you, Henry. I just wish there were...
May the Lord watch over you.
God be with you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin. Good luck to you.
Can we do something about...
Aye.
Since it's you...
You won't.
I knew we'd come...
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Give me your money, you fuckers.
Well, I know.
Don't forget it. You going to cry now? Take that! You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
The Lord say. It's.
How?
I'm.
Who?
But.
What?
I just... Take care.
Jesus Christ.
Can we trade?
If you've got... Farewell.
Let's talk.
Why not?
Satisfied?
You're all right.
Very well, I agree.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.